Hello, and welcome to our Fast 15, the information you need in 15 minutes or less. My name is Janet Betts, and I'm the manager of Chapter Services for A&A. This presentation is about beginning to recruit and managing your chapter elections. Plan to spend a short period of time getting ready for your elections. Make sure everyone on your team is on the same page. Some self-assessment of your board and how chapter business is managed can help you create or maintain a healthy, proactive board that works well together. Elections can mean potential change. Change can be difficult, but try viewing it as an opportunity. Some say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, but expecting different results. Consider whether changes need to be made this year so that you can recruit and mentor a new chapter officer efficiently, and then work well together after the election. Before you recruit, consider areas that you may want to improve on. Is there a strong leadership presence on your team? Do meetings start and stop on time? If they drag on and nothing ever gets done, your enthusiasm will fade quickly. Is there accountability among the group and follow through with assignments? Talk about what should change and how you can do it. If you have several officers who have been in their roles for 2 or more years, be especially mindful about how you welcome your new volunteers. Talk about this. Are you prepared to welcome new ideas and suggestions with an open mind? Can you appreciate the value new volunteers can bring? Have some of you been around for a while? Are you comfortable with each other or still getting to know each other? How's a new person going to feel coming into your team? Make a conscious effort to give them room to speak and share ideas. Don't let the veterans dominate. Each person on your team brings a unique value and perspective. Value the differences between you. Do you know exactly and specifically what you want a new volunteer to do? Are the duties for the new volunteer clearly defined? Does your chapter follow the role descriptions as described by A&A's Policy and Procedure Manual? Many chapters adapt their duties to fit the people that are volunteering, and over time the chapter might not function like our role descriptions intended. For instance, does the president submit all the reports? If yes, why did they do that? Should you continue with this variation of the role, or is it a good time to have the incoming secretary take over the reporting as per the role description? If things are different in your chapter, ask questions. Why? Does it still work? Do we need to change? If you choose to continue to do it your way, just be ready to explain your reasons to a new volunteer. It can be very overwhelming for a new volunteer to commit to a role, prepare for a role, and then find out that the chapter doesn't really do it that way. If you have lots of unwritten rules, consider writing them down so that someone new can grasp the changes. Are you prepared to hand over the necessary supplies or records that a new volunteer is going to need to dive into their role? Be sure to gather everything and be ready to pass them on. Things like bank statements, vendor contacts, venue pricing, meeting minutes, things that will help a new person have some idea about what has happened in the past. Don't make a volunteer wait, ask, or even beg for the things that they need to do their jobs. You have a short window of opportunity with new volunteers. They usually begin with a lot of patience and are very accommodating, but if you fail to deliver what they need to step up, they may slowly start to disengage. Don't let your window of opportunity close. Now that you have thought about a few important dynamics for your team, it's time to assess your team, both current and future. Get together if you can. In person is best, but doing it by phone is better than not doing it all. Identify the team members that will be on your future team, those that are staying. Are there any members of your current team that want to move on or should move on? No guilt. Our policy recommends that chapter officers don't serve more than 2 consecutive terms. Help people let go when their terms are up. New officers keep things fresh. I encourage you to stick to term limits. While it can be stressful to think you might not have someone to fill an open role, continuously recycling the same 2 or 3 people is generally not good for the longevity of your chapter. If you have someone that stays on and on and on in a leadership role, you may actually be keeping others that may want to volunteer from having the chance to do it. I know it might not feel that way, and you may have to work on providing the right opportunity in order to gain more volunteers. If you've been in your role for several years, consider that you may unconsciously be holding yourself back from moving on to other opportunities. There's a natural energy that occurs when new volunteers come together for a specific purpose. So work together to become those new people. When others see that you served as an officer and it only lasted a year or 2 years, they might be more willing to make a commitment. If you never ever leave office, people will actually shy away from committing to a role because the impression is that they will have it forever. Once you know which roles need filled, do you have any candidates? Identify your collective skills. Is there something missing? Do you need someone that is a strong communicator, an idea person, or someone to help you all stay organized? Identifying your needs will help you set goals and priorities for your new team. Share these needs when you're seeking your candidates. Say, for instance, we're looking for a chapter secretary, but we also specifically need someone that has very strong organization skills and communication skills. Keep it positive. Do the people you are in contact with each day know why you love A&A? Do you tell others about your good experiences with A&A? Think about how you convey your involvement with the chapter. Be prepared to tell others how you have personally benefited from your volunteer experience, or share some of the positive experiences that others have had. Attitude is everything. Now it's time to prepare the team. Can you talk about your chapter goals and what each officer's role entails? Can you provide clear directions to the Fast 15s and the role descriptions, which are located on the website? If you have a chapter website, have you posted information there about the new roles, who to contact, and even some photos of happy volunteers? You could use a section and title it Volunteers Needed. Put things like, we always need help from our members. Contact us if you want to be more involved in your chapter. People like to see that, and if they want to get involved, it provides them with an opening. The A&A website now provides you a place to direct potential candidates. It's in the same location as the Chapter Officers Only page, but it's not restricted to chapter officers. Just select About A&A at the top of the screen, then Chapters, and then New Chapter Officers. The first two tabs provide information that most new or potentially new volunteers need to know, all about Volunteer Leaders Workshop and all about the roles, including Fast 15s, role descriptions, and expectations. We've even added the reporting functions so that you can suggest that someone see what the reports entail, and we've included the Assist Spotlight, which are newsletters that are delivered to all chapter officers every quarter. So, I know you're ready to jump in right now and just start recruiting, but let's look at what others say works well when recruiting volunteers. It really helps to gain some perspective. The Friendly Visitors program says this: no one wants to get sucked into a time-devouring commitment. We start off by defining the amount of their commitment, and once they respond, we detail how it works and how we help to make sure it works. So, do you know how much time you spend on a weekly or monthly basis? I would estimate 1 to 2 hours per month, and sometimes occasionally when you're in the middle of meeting planning it might be more. But if you can tell somebody honestly how much time they will be spending if they commit to a role, it can put them answer a lot of questions for them. And Reva Cooper says this: ask in such a way that people can say yes. Offer them choice, flexibility, meaningful involvement. Listen to the volunteers and help them meet their goals, as well as those of the community. Bob Toy says this: if we're not having fun in pursuing our goals, then who the heck's going to want to hang out with us in the first place? Fun is allowed. Fun is important. Fun attracts volunteers. Are you having fun as a member of your chapter's executive board? If not, it's a great time for some change. And of course, if you feed them, they will come. Consider a monthly dinner meeting to discuss your chapter business and enjoy the time that you spend working with other chapter officers. Now that you've assessed your team and gained perspective, let's cover the basics. Number 1, know what you want. People are more likely to offer their help if there is a specific task associated with a volunteer job. Number 2, make yourself available and stay positive. Whether you're recruiting for help with a one-time task or want to encourage someone to take on a formal role, make yourself available to them. Provide a phone number or email. Let them know if you prefer emails, texts. Let them know how they can contact you. Answer questions promptly and stay active. And if you're the chapter president, make it a habit to check in with your officers at least once a month. Say hello, share a reminder for the next meeting. Let them know that you're thinking of them. Number 3, branch out of your comfort zone. Be willing to try new things. For example, let's say you need to recruit a chapter officer, and 3 of the 4 of you already work for the same employer. And it's really easy for you to get chapter business done and even hold business meetings together, and you talk when you need to. And it sure would be easy just to get someone else that works where you work so that it keeps it easy to have business meetings and so forth. But here's something else that you can do. Try calling another unit, another place of employment that maybe has a lot of members in your chapter, and say to them, we're looking for a volunteer to represent your clinic, your unit in our chapter. We want to make sure that we're meeting your needs. Remember that people like to be asked for their help, and if you present a need, people are often happy to help you. Yes, it's probably easier to beg another coworker to work with you, and it's probably easier to get together at lunchtime and have your meetings, but great things can happen when you branch out and try new things. Number 4, keep good records of your contacts. Dates of the contacts, specific interests. When you have conversations with people, start a little file. It could be on your smartphone, or maybe you have a file started in your computer. Write down someone's name, the things that you talked about, the things that they are interested in, so that you can remember them. Number 5, show them the benefits. Tell potential volunteers what the personal payoff for their efforts will be. Show them what happens when they volunteer. Contacts with networking, new nurse participation, successful programs that they're a part of developing, new friendship, new skills, and how good it feels to know that you've made someone's life a little bit better. Remember, positive attitudes and fun naturally encourage others to be a part of what you do. So here now are the basics directly from ANA's policy. You can view the entire policy on the ANA website. Step 1, call for nominations. A call for nominations to the membership will be made by the chapter president-elect no less than 30 days prior to the balloting. The call for nomination should be made via announcement at a regular chapter meeting, through email, newsletter, chapter website, through ANA Connected, and probably through a combination of many of those. Get the word out in every way possible so that all of your members have an opportunity to know that elections are coming soon. Number 2, preparing the ballot. If after a call for nominations is made to all chapter members, there's only one candidate, no balloting is needed. You simply declare the winners and your elections are complete. If more than one candidate for any office is identified, voting needs to take place either at a chapter meeting or by mail ballot. If your voting is going to take place at a chapter meeting, be sure that you announce that elections will be a part of the meeting so that all interested members may attend. Step 3, sending the ballot. If ballots are going to be mailed or faxed, each ballot needs to be numbered or marked to prevent copying. Step 4, finalizing your elections. Chapter elections shall be concluded no later than the first Monday in January. That's usually somewhere around New Year's Day. So if you can time your call for nomination and your election for sometime in December, it always makes for an easier January. A chapter profile is due from each chapter to the national office on or before January 15th. And yes, the due date is very important. Don't forget to let your members know after your election is finalized who the new team of officers are, and remind them that the new team will take office after the national meeting. Your current team and the future team should begin working together for the transition right away. Make it fun and get excited about making plans for the great year ahead. Well, that concludes our Fast 15 on recruiting and holding chapter elections. Do you have questions? If so, I encourage you to contact your assist leader and ask any questions that you have. They are your best bet and first contact when reaching out. If you find that you do not have candidates for one or more of your chapter officer roles and you've done your very best to recruit new officers, please contact your assist leader as soon as possible. Do not wait until January or February to ask for help. The time to begin active recruiting and take the necessary steps for your chapter election begins in November. Once again, thank you for your time, your commitment to A&A, and your dedication to the volunteer work you do for your chapter. We appreciate you and all that you do, and I wish you a very successful chapter election this year. Thank you.